This is the greenhouse effect experiment for module 3. This video will be 8 to 9 minutes, and it will be an observation of the effects of a greenhouse gas on the temperature in a closed system. My hypothesis about adding carbon dioxide into a jar in a controlled environment is that it will trap heat and temperature will rise within the jar. Let's begin. Here you will see all the materials that will be used in this experiment. First, you will see the lipo. Second, you will see the black contractor paper and a clean jar. Here is a ruler to measure the centimeters, which it will be 15 centimeters. Here is the rubber with the tube and the pipette step. Now we will begin to pour the vinegar. This needs to be in 80 millimeters. First, we will start with 50 millimeters. So we are placing the vinegar. Now we are pouring it into the bottle. Again, placing vinegar. It needs to be 30. Now this will be perfect. It's 30 millimeters. Placing it again in the bottle. Now here is the rubber and the tube. Now I'm placing it in the bottle just to make sure it does fit. Here we do have the baking soda. I am weighing in the scale. Okay, making sure that I fold it as instructed. And folding it again, just as it needs to be, in order to place it into the bottle. Now I'm showing here that I will be placing a plastic. I am removing the plastic wrap and entering the rubber into the jar and placing the carbon dioxide, shaking the bottle a little bit, removing the rubber and placing the plastic wrap, making sure the carbon dioxide is inside. Now entering the digital thermometer. Now opening the plastic wrap and inserting the match. Placing some air, placing again the plastic wrap, leaving it for a few more. Okay, and now we will begin the experiment of air. Entering the digital thermometer and begin to enter the temperature numbers. Of course, the light bulb has to be on, just as instructed, and keeping the digital thermometer and placing on the piece of paper the temperature numbers as instructed every 30 seconds and every minute. Now I'm actually noticing that in the air experiment, the temperature is actually rising. And again, writing the numbers every 30 seconds and every minute. So on these graphs, I have shown how the temperatures are rising and also falling from the CO2 and the air experiment. The graphs show exactly what I just mentioned, how they are decreasing and rising. The greenhouse effect works primarily by reducing or eliminating air movement. For question number 2, some of the experimental errors in this procedure will be measuring the incorrect CO2 and the incorrect amount of vinegar. For question number 3, I did expect for carbon dioxide to reach a higher temperature because it is a change within the jar. My observation concluded that with the carbon dioxide, the temperature kept rising. For question number 4, this experimental procedure does provide the adequate model on Earth's atmosphere because we see our temperatures changing with the weather we have all over the Earth. For question number 5, some properties that impacted the jar result will be the room temperature, the temperature of the vinegar, and the watts of the light bulb. For question number 6, the reason why we see a slight temperature change is because there is still carbon dioxide in the jar. We should worry about carbon dioxide in the Earth's atmosphere because it keeps the planet warm and we need to warmth for many things. No, not all greenhouse gases are equal to trapping heat. The one with the most potency is methane. It is roughly 30 times more potent in trapping heat. Question number 8, the time that the different greenhouse gases stay in the atmosphere is thousands of years, although a small percentage.